local contractor, local company trying to get your phone to ring. You're not ranking. Like, why? I'm spending all this money on my website, and why is not my phone ringing? Well, today we're going to dive into a local landscape company, and we're going to see why they're not ranking in the local SERPs. All right, my name is Greg Adams, and I'm with name of my company is Lee Geyser. And what we're going to do today is do an audit on a local landscape company. So the one we picked out here today, we just picked them out at random because they're not ranking very well at all. They're down there at the bottom, and this is called Legends Landscaping. So we're going to take a look at that. So let's just dive right in here. Okay, this is their website, and it looks pretty good, but there's a lot of little things that need to be fixed on here. Let me see, get my mouse back. Here we go. Now, the first thing I want to do before we talk into how to rank this thing and what's going on with it and look at all the nuts and bolts of it, what I want to do is I want to show you what we call a heat map. Okay, now this heat map right here is very revolutionary. This is how we can visualize and see why we're not ranking. So many SEOs will tell you, oh, well, I ranked #1 for this keyword here in Google. But what a lot of people don't realize, it could be just for that location. And what do I mean? Well, when you look at this map here, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up a little higher, bigger, so you can see it. This right here represents the location of this business, where this #2 is, and that #2 is where they're ranking on Google for that particular spot. Now, this map here is a 13 by 13, and each one of these points right here are 1 mile apart. So if you get in your service truck and drive 1 mile over, you're going to rank number 19 on the engine, on the search engine in that local area. So if you're looking for a local landscaper in that area, this company's going to come up number 19, just 1 mile over. So what we want to do is be able to take that business and turn it green to 1s and 2s all the way across this whole area, their whole service area that they're trying to rank for. Now, if they want to go out to other areas, we can work it out as well. But this is what they're ranking for just in that particular area. And that's why so many people miss this. Like, well, I'm ranking for this keyword, for my location. Yeah, that's pretty easily done. But when you start moving out, you quickly go down in rankings. So I'm going to just explain that a little bit more. If you have any questions, just comment below and I'll be glad to answer that. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click and show you what these rankings are, just so you can get a visual on what we're talking about. So I put in their business, their business name, and pulled it up, and I put in the keyword landscaper because that's in their in their description. Now I'm going to go ahead and click this right here. And you see that comes up, #1 of theirs is Grounds Guys of Sparks, Nevada. Then Legends comes up #2. TNT Lawn comes up #3. That's just for where the pin is dropped. But if we go over just 1 mile west, they rank number 19 all the way down here. Okay, let's see if we can bring up here. Yeah, here it is, way down here, Legends. Okay, so they're nowhere to be found on the front page of Google. And again, that's the reason why a lot of businesses like this, no fault of their own, but they're not ranking in there. Let's see. So now what I want to do here is, again, you can go in here, and if this is Legends Landscaping, there's no, I'm not being disrespectful to you. You should get your web guy to help you fix this right here. I'm just kind of pointing out some of the trying to help out local businesses and point out some of the reasons why they're not ranking. I'm here to help out. So if we go to again, if we do here to the right, well, let's just take this one right here again and just do number 15 on this map. Computer wants to respond slowly this morning, so we'll see if it pulls up. All right, let's just pick Let's just go over here and pick up this one here, see if it'll come up. There we go. All right, so now on this one here, they're pulling 16 down here, right here. But here's all their competitors. So we can actually do on this too is we can do a comparison on this map. So their competition list is Moana Nursery. So we can pull this up right here and see where they're ranking on the map. How neat is that? So if they're right here in the middle. So Moana Nursery Landscaping Services, they're off over here. Now it's funny how that they're ranking really good here on the southwest, if you will. And, you know, they got number ones in all these areas, but towards the north, up here towards Spanish Springs, they're not ranking very well. So, and then off here to the east, southeast, they're not doing as well either, but they're doing better right here. So by looking at these different map points in here, you see the position where they're ranking, and then go in there and you can work on these location pages to get those rankings up. So that's one of the things I wanted to point out. The averages on this. We go to averages. So the averages, the lower the point, the better off that it is. The best average on this right here is a 9.8. You really want like a 1 would being the best. Because what we're doing is we're averaging out add all these numbers up and divide them by the number of points right here, and that's going to give you your average. So the average ranking is a 9.8 pin for Creative Gardens, and Legends is, where are we at on here? It's way on down here. Anyway, a lot of these things can be fixed. It takes some work, but I want to point out, you know, what's going on. So now that we know, you know, why why it's not ranking, let's go in and take a look at some of the things that we can do to fix that. All right, so I got did a Lighthouse report here for Legends, and this is a Google Chrome extension. This is ran by Google, and so I'll pull this up. Performance on this is 18, you know, not good. Accessibility, not so great. Best practices, and you see, so, you know, overall performance here is not very well. So this is another reason why they're not ranking. All right, now we want to look at, go ahead and minimize this here, and we want to look at the H1 tags. We're going to look at a summary of this whole site. So summary. All right, that's not what I want there. Let's go. Here we go. Now do a summary of this. So title's a little bit long. It says 66 carrier, Legends Landscaping Reno, Sparks Landscape and Design Company. All right, description, big mistake right here. Nothing here in description. Keywords are missing. Huge mistake right there. All right, the headers. Now our H1 headers, we do have a good H1 header, Reno Landscaping Contractor. I'd probably do a little bit more research, see what ranking better, but that's okay. All right, we got one. The only caveat I'd say to that is it's down here. It is above the fold, but I would put it boldly right across here. Okay, I'd put it right across here. This, even though this sounds good right here, this making outside your favorite living space, great. I would want it right across here. But at least you got to go over the fold. That's good. Their click to call. It is a good click to call, but I would put it in a bold red or a bold bright green, like they have this drop down right here. I would have it there, and they do have it here in red, but I'd probably make it a little bit bigger, but this is okay. You wanted to have a sticky header, which it is being a sticky header on that. The pictures look nice. I like the pictures. That's very good. We do have a map embed on here, which is good. One thing I see that it doesn't have a lot of content. You should have at least 1,500 word content on here, and we're just going to do a little quick word count on this page. I do right click, word count plus. Okay, the word count on it is 846. That's not near enough. It should be at least 1,500 words per page, and you only have 846. So that's something that needs to be worked on as well. All right, let's see. Let's go over and look at their. A big factor too is Google reviews and questions and answers. So let's see if I can get my tool here to work. And it wants to seem to be stuck here. Oh, let's go ahead and go OK. And here we go. So I just put in Legends Landscaping Reno, and I'm going over here and looking at their Google reviews. They only have 9 reviews. Definitely need to, get that up there a little bit. The reviews are only 2.8. So some of the things that we do, we have reputation management built into our system. But if you have a reputation management system, I would highly get your people to work on that, because these are such critical things in your rankings. If we go in here and look at the reviews, it's like a local leads, local guide coming there and pumped up a bunch of, but you only have one video. This is 7 months ago. Definitely need that. And then the other thing on this, not only do you need a lot more reviews, you need to be responding to the reviews, not with just a like, but also a comment, a thoughtful comment, like a real person commenting back, telling them it's a response to them. Google really likes responsive, good, thought out comments. And so that's something there that you can work on. The other thing too is that, let me close this out, and let's close this one here out. Let's go back and look, and then questions and answers. Now, questions and answers have none in there, and so what I suggest to do is doing 10 of those, at least 10 of those a month, where you come out there and you do frequently asked questions and be answering those questions. You should have your web person helping you out with that, or whoever's doing your website help you out doing the questions and answers. Again, that's a huge signal for Google to get your rankings up. A lot of these little things really add up to get your rankings and get that phone ringing. Now, one thing that really concerns me here, it says suggested ad own this business. So I don't really think these guys have even claimed their Google My Business page. Now Google calls it Google Business Pages. They just changed the name of it, but really need to claim this here to build out, really get your rankings up there. And I don't think this is claimed. So these are the few things that I see on here. Let's see what else I want to look over. Claim that. We looked at the HEO names. So anyway, that's pretty much it for Legends Landscaping. I would have you guys, your web people, take a look at this, work on these few things. But if you do, need my help, you can, if you want to get that cash register ringing there, you can contact me at auditmylocalbusiness.com. If you want to have if your website and want to have it, audited, just let me know. Anyway, my name is Greg Adams, and again, I'm just here to help local businesses. So again, if you want to have your website audited, just go to auditmylocalbusiness.com. All right, have a great day.